Welcome back. I got my tree back. Hey, I've returned that little ass tree they scammed me for. They said it was 6.5 feet. I was taller than that damn tree, and I am not even 6 feet. I'm 4'11". Welcome back to the channel. So, I still got all my gameplay recordings that we're gonna be putting out, but since it was just the Game Awards, and I kind of want to still keep that conversation going. For those who missed it, man, you missed some real good. A really good award show. I think it was a really good award show. It went for a long time, but let me just be honest with y'all. I live for this gaming stuff. Like, I love this type of stuff, so I didn't mind it going even 4 hours. I get it, intermissions and stuff like that, but let's talk about it. So, of course, everybody knows Claire Obscure Expeditions 33 won Game of the Year. So many people are upset about this, but listen, I think there's just more than just, it's more than just music, gameplay, and everything, and foundation for why that game won. That game released, I think, at $40, and the quality that game just met compared to games like COD that is now 70 or 79, games like Mario Kart World that are 70 or 79. There's games that are up to $80, and you have a game like this that brings so much punch to it, and graphics, story, gameplay, it almost meets the same as some of these games. Of course, people are going to put this in such high regard, but let's get that out the way. Jeff Keighley, I pronounce it wrong every time. Jeff Keighley, he had done this again. Every year, I can tell his passion for games is just through the roof. It's through the roof. He shows you the utmost, like you could tell he be geeking. But he did something in this particular Game Awards show, which we're going to show right now.
You know, sometimes our last reveal at the Game Awards is a teaser for something years and years away. Not tonight. Our final world premiere.
Saying that right there, because he knows we getting tired of seeing games that ain't coming out anytime soon. You want to sit here and say that, Jeff? So now we amped up. We like, yo, wait, so this is coming out soon?
Comes from 61 members of the team that built Apex Legends and Titanfall. 4 years ago.
So now you got us wondering, like, whoa, what?
The principals founded a new independent studio with the hopes of pushing the shooter genre forward with a new original game. Welcome to Highguard.
Almost standing up on our 2 feet. Like, we was all ears. Like, what's going on? There was so many different leaks, and it turns out one of them was Divinity. I forgot the full name, but I never actually played those games before. I don't even know if I should. But I think he kind of led us to have this such great expectation, and ended up being one of the most tragic announcements that we could have ever heard. And honestly, seeing this game being announced, we could have gotten the Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic be the ending reveal, because that had us like going crazy.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom.
And now, your sponsor video.
You guys hear that? You hear that? You know what that is? A new desk. Are you ready to elevate your workspace? Huh? Let's talk about the new FlexiSpot E6 standing desk, which is Black Friday, so you already know there's so many sales going on, right? The E6 can literally hold anything. I done sat on it. I told my girlfriend to sit on it just to give it a durability test. I've put my Chucky dolls on this. I've had 2 PCs on here with 4 monitors. I had a console drilled underneath this with a 3rd PC drilled on the right side. This thing is a beast, and the type of desk that I got, it's super wide on it, so that way I can put the monitor further back, and as well as a bamboo finish. But you guys know me, I'm a horror guy, so I had to go ahead and do at least a half of a matte black finish on this desk, and it actually like makes it look great for my setup. And of course, I'm clumsy. I kind of like stepped on the motor when it first came, and FlexiSpot went ahead and replaced my motor immediately. There's a 10-year warranty to be added on to that, so that way if your desk ever gets damaged, hit up FlexiSpot and they'll take great care of you. Transform your workspace with FlexiSpot, where strength meets style. Elevate your day every day. And if you're like me and you're a horror guy, just you can throw some other stuff on it. Throw yourself on a desk. Links in the description below. Go ahead. You never know what you might find, and there's several different sizes. For those that don't know, as you guys see the thumbnail, a game that he had put out there and promoted in that show, and we just basically just seen this reveal, is called Highguard. And it had us for a second. He was talking about the developers that came from such and such, developers from Apex Legends and Titanfall. So immediately I thought, okay, is this a brand new Titanfall? Is this another mech game that's in that universe? Are we getting an Apex 2? I don't even know. Like, what's happening? Are we getting something in that world? Because we kind of thought they were going to work on a Titanfall 3, and we felt like maybe it's time to kind of put out a product in that space. But no. As he then said and announced, oh, the game is called Highguard. As soon, let me break down. We're going to actually break down what we saw from the trailer. The problem today with all these online games that have this kind of expectation of living on for the next 5-10 years is that they're not catering no more to just the average gamer who is ready for a brand new IP. They are now looking into what's the next viral clip of a game. These games are dropping with the basic sense of, can this be a TikTok viral game? Arc Raiders by Embark Studios, they also worked on the finals. That game is so top-notch quality. Yes, they have a lot of problems, but that game is top-notch to the core with its gameplay. That game in itself is getting searched almost 500,000 times a day, even more. However, there is always going to be games that make it through, that showcase their quality. That game is $40 and you get everything in that game and more. We are seeing a lot of games trying to get to the level of fast pace. Everything is a fucking fast pace. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick, and you tell me, what the hell did you see from this trailer? This is supposed to be the shooter. Jeff Keighley said, holy crap, we're gonna put it out there. The whole trying to be different, the fucking cape is all the way to the left of the body. He got this crazy ass haircut, and then, no disrespect, this is love. It's all love. But what they tend to do with these type of games, they put a crazy backstory on them where we don't give a shit about a lot of these backstories. We want a good core sense of gameplay. I don't give a fuck about what planet this bitch came from and what they like on their offspring. I don't care, to be honest with you. But look at this. They said this was a shooter, and I see a damn horse. And I was like, what in the absolute fuck is this? It's this game. First off, let me go ahead. It says, from the creators of Apex Legends and Titanfall comes Highguard, PvP raid shooter, where players will ride, fight, and raid as wardens, arcane gunslingers sent, to fight for control of a mythical they don't even want me to say it. Mythical continent. What the hell is we talking about?
Coin over cause. I fight to the end.
With Titanfall shooting physics. So is it a hero shooter with abilities? With FPS in it? You're fighting for points, and then you got an ability where you get, it's almost like I'm seeing Valorant mixed with Paladins, Apex Legends, any battle royale, any payload mode. There's just so much going on, and I feel like we've lost the plot when you sit here and say it's a first-person shooter or an actual hero shooter. There's nothing heroic about what's going on. What I see that a lot of y'all probably don't see is that there's, you know how everybody's talking about streamer culture right now, and the IRL streaming scene is all cooked because it seems like streamers are trying to do one better than the other, whether if it's go to Japan or one of them wants to go to Thailand, or they trying to do some crazy shit, host a love show, host this. Hey, listen, get it how you get it, right? The same thing is happening here. They're trying to find what's gonna be the next biggest thing. So they're garnering and gathering. They're grabbing all the shit that worked for many games, and they're just now snugging it all together into one big ass world. Dead ass. When Fortnite came out, that shit really struck a nerve in everything gaming. When Fortnite came out, it struck a nerve in everything gaming. The reason why was because, holy hell, we had a battle royale. We've been had battle royale games before that. H1Z1, but guess what? It failed. Later on, it kind of did bad, and that's why the guy left and did PUBG. But Fortnite did something special. And when you look at the track record of these games, what kept the longevity? The creators, Ninja, Shroud, and so many other people started blowing up. Myth, Nick Merckx, all of these people, Nate Shot, everybody, Tim the Tapman, everybody, Hamlins, everybody. Creators carried so much of these games, and then the next game started going back over. After this happened, Warzone dropped. Then other games started trying to do battle royales. Then they started trying to do battle royales to payloads. Then Overwatch started trying to do its thing. And well, Overwatch, I think it came out a little bit before, shortly around that time or shortly before. But there's always been a space. Now it seems like there needs to be something that needs to one up each other. So why not bring all this fucking shit and put it together? It never works. This is a dead on arrival game, and I really hope it doesn't die. I'm gonna give it a try. It's free, January, but you just got on a horse. I just seen a motherfucker on a bear. You got on a horse, shot a gun through a mystic bow, then shot the physics mechanics of Apex and Titanfall, got back on it, you blew up the destructible environments, then you attack this creature or the enemy, and then turn into a creature. Yo, that is overstimulating. Remember how we complained about Warzone being too damn fast-paced with this double running shit? You double running, you sliding, you banging off doors, you stem shotting yourself. There's just so much going on. This right here is just like that. This is overstimulating as fuck. We got games like Marvel Rivals that now just surpassed Overwatch. Valorant, that's doing things that Counter-Strike was doing. But obviously Counter-Strike is always going to be up there. I'm telling y'all, this is a problem. This is an actual problem. It's like trying to one up each other, and you got these fantasy worlds of whatever going on. And listen, games can be great, but they're gonna add a backstory on these characters. We're gonna find out something about certain characters. They're gonna probably throw some identity stuff on it. Listen, I'm all for these games, but if you didn't notice, Apex Legends completely fell apart when they started throwing backstories to them, and people was like, wait a minute, this person's this person's that. We were playing the game for the love of the game. People started throwing this shit on it so that we can relate to these characters. I don't give a fuck about no character in these games. I'm trying to play some games that are fun. If that's the case, I'll play NBA 2K and play with my favorite team, with my favorite basketball player. I don't play Apex Legends because I think Lifeline and me have a connection, and oh my God, I love to help people too. I don't give a fuck. The problem is they threw that shit on people and it ended up like fucking falling apart along with its patches and updates and the weird shit they did with that battle royale. People genuinely don't care. And it shows because people left that game to die. Like, it is what it is. There's no hate on nobody. It just left it to die. People ended up going to other games. Now watch this. It's not a new breed for a shooter. Concord tried to do this and it failed. This game is made for streamers. This is a streamer game. They're banking on the, and I'm mad because I love Titanfall and I really loved Apex until all the updates was really ruining the game. But this game is not meant for just anybody who wants to jump on and try to get some games in and play some games and trying to throw. Remember, look Expeditions 33, Astrobot, all these games that make record hitting sales. It's never these games. Arc Raiders ain't nothing crazy. It looks like Star Wars in a deserted looking world, but it's such a normal game. They got normal items going on. They had Escape from Tarkov and many other games that had extractions. Why is it that Arc Raiders is winning? Because they have a formula that's very simplistic and they got a lot of things that are just clean cut to the core and the gameplay physics are really fun. We don't give a fuck about the characters that happen and it's not too complex. It's not competitive. Ninja said it himself. And I don't even agree with half of his takes. This right here, off the strength of a regular game, is being competitive. Look at this shit.
Your light belongs to me.
And this game looks like generic as hell, like every other shooter. And don't get me wrong, this shit might be cool. Like it looked like, yo, man, I might give this a try. Like, fuck it, let's play it. Y'all don't listen to what the fans want. Y'all listen to what streamers want. You want your game to be the next fucking viral game. And guess what? I'm talking all this shit. I might even give it a try when it come out January 26th. It's just, look, all these abilities. What are we playing? Valorant? We doing, look at this shit. Welcome back, Concord. Last announcement, creators of Titanfall, and then it's this. Titanfall fans on suicide watch. This being the last announcement, 100% did some serious damage to the game's reputation before it even came out. How many times do we have to teach you a lesson, old man? Listen, this should have been the first game they showed. This should have been the first game, and when you come with a game like this, you should have already had creators doing a 6v6 or a 5v5. You needed to come in with a crazy, like, you should have, look, even Charlie made a damn video. This is honestly, you should have came in with a whole presentation, not just an ending trailer. This was bad. I'm a generic AAA hero shooter, This game looks like the kind of game a character of a movie is playing while shouting, hell yeah, I just beat Zornox Lord. What the fuck? I don't understand that shit. From the makers of Who Made Titanfall. Wow. This game will make a Concordian amount of dollars. This is ridiculous. This is very detached. You're very detached. I got nothing else to say. Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm telling y'all, it's just super detached from this shit. Super detached, bro. I'm out. Peace.